In this week's video, I'm going to share with you how you can plan out your next 3 months of Instagram content to help you save time, post consistently, and ultimately attract more dream clients. So let's go. Welcome to this video. I am really excited to be diving into this topic because this is something that I feel like is super underutilized, especially amongst hairstylists. So I don't know about you, but I feel like sometimes Instagram feels like it adds up to be this extra second job that we have, or maybe you feel like you're constantly feeling guilty because you're not posting on Instagram enough, or it's feeling like it takes so much time to create and post and share all of this content that you just end up not even posting at all. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how you can create, plan, and schedule your next 3 months of Instagram content so that you're not just posting on the fly or forgetting to post at all, but instead able to easily show up on Instagram without feeling overwhelmed or stressed out by your content creation. Now, before we jump in, if this is our first time hanging out here or you're new to my channel, I just wanna say welcome. My name is Jamie Dana, and I help hairstylists and salon owners just like you grow their businesses on Instagram so that they can attract more clients, get more customers, and ultimately have a life they absolutely love. Now, I also want to preface this video with most likely this video is going to be a little bit more in depth than some of my other videos. If you've been around these parts, or you follow me on Instagram, or if you've been to any of my online classes, or you're part of any of my online programs, you will know that I like to nerd out about Instagram and I sometimes go really deep. So just want to preface this as we're getting started that this video most likely is going to be a little bit more in depth than a lot of the other surface level videos that you might find here on YouTube or even on Instagram talking about how to plan out your next 3 months of content. This is designed specifically for you, specifically for the beauty and hair industry. So let's jump in. So I'm going to be sharing today 3 steps to plan out your next 3 months of Instagram content. Now, as we dive into these, you might be thinking to yourself, why would I plan out 3 months of Instagram content? Like, that just sounds like so much work, so much extra work, and why would I do that? I personally just like to post on the fly, or I just like to post when I feel like it. Well, here's the thing. Not only is posting 1 post at a time wasting so much time, it's not the most efficient way that you can do it, but posting on the fly or posting when you feel like it means a lot of times you are missing a lot of core content that we're going to be talking about today, because so often I see hairstylists post the same type of content over and over and over again. And if you're guessing right, it is hair photos and the same boring captions. So today we're going to be diving in how to infuse more personality to your Instagram page, because ultimately I want you to be able to attract more dream clients, attract more of the right kind of followers who will eventually turn into actual clients so that you can grow your business with Instagram. Because at the end of the day, I don't care if you have 1 million followers on Instagram or get all the likes in the world or are killing it on Instagram if you're not actually growing your business behind the chair. And I know so many stylists who are pouring so much time and energy into Instagram and it's not actually growing their business. And if that's the case for you, I want to turn that around so that you can actually make money in your business from your Instagram. So we're gonna get into the steps, but if you don't have a notebook already, grab one. You're gonna wanna take notes, and I'm gonna have you actually write things down. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, and if you're just listening to this video, make sure to come back and rewatch it later when you have time to jot down a few notes, because not only will it help it stick in your brain better, but you're actually going to do the things that we're talking about today. All right, so step number 1 is decide how many times you want to post on Instagram per week and what topics you're gonna be posting about. So I'm not here to tell you how many times you should be posting on Instagram. And if you have been on Instagram or on YouTube for any amount of time, you're gonna hear so many different educators or gurus say, you need to post every single day, or you have to post this many times per week or else you won't be successful. And to be honest, I don't really believe in that. I believe that you should be posting consistently. So if you decide to post every other day, make sure that you're showing up and posting consistently every other day. But I don't believe that you have to post every single day or else the algorithm isn't gonna show your content. All of that is outdated information. I would rather you commit to posting every other day or every 2 days or 3 times a week and actually do it versus committing to posting every day and then not because you just didn't have time or you didn't have the capacity to do so. Start by asking yourself, how many times do you want to post in a week? Maybe for you, that's 3 times a week on your feed and 5 times a week on your Instagram stories. And one thing I want to mention is a lot of times when we think about planning out our content, we only think about planning for our Instagram feeds and our Instagram stories get neglected. So your Instagram stories are a huge part of your Instagram strategy. And in fact, they are the thing that help you connect really deeply with your Instagram audience. So you wanna make sure that you're not forgetting about Instagram stories. So think about how many times am I gonna commit to posting on my feed and on my stories. Then you're gonna take that number and you're going to multiply it by 12 because there's 12 weeks in the next 3 months. So maybe for you, you wanna post on your feed 3 times that week. You're gonna multiply that by 12, which equals out to 36. And maybe you wanna post on your Instagram stories 5 times a week, so you're gonna multiply that by 12 and equal out to 60. So this is what I like to call your weekly content schedule. And now that you have these numbers, now you know exactly how many pieces of content you're going to need to plan out your next 3 months of content. Now that you know how many pieces of content you're gonna need, I want you to brain dump all of the different content ideas you have swirling around in your brain. So what I like to do is I like to grab a notebook and literally just jot down everything. None of these ideas need to be complete or full. They can literally just be little tiny ideas here and there. They don't even need to be anything good. I just want you to brain dump, almost like word vomit, out all of these ideas on a notebook. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be organized. I just want you to get all of the thoughts out of your head onto a notebook. And some of these pieces of content can include not just photos, but videos, Instagram Reel ideas, IGTVs, Instagram Lives that you've turned into an IGTV. This could be captions, carousels, guides, and again, Instagram stories. So here is some different content ideas that you could start to use to get your brain kind of thinking in that direction of what kind of content do I want to create. And this is especially important if you have been creating the same type of content over and over again. If you have literally posted hair photo after hair photo after hair photo, or written the same type of caption like blonde balayage or hair goals, right? If that is the kind of content that you're constantly creating, you're gonna have to get out of that mode and start to think outside of the box of different pieces of content that you can add to add variety to your page. So the first example, educational posts. This could be a video, this could be a tutorial, this could be a carousel, a swipe over, feed post with something that swipes over. This could be an Instagram story where you're talking to the camera and sharing something. This could be an educational caption. There's so many different ways to add in educational content to your Instagram. You just gotta be thinking about, hey, what are some ways that I can educate my audience? And one of my favorite ways to come up with educational content is to think about what are the questions that my clients are asking me in my chair. Any question that a client is asking can be turned into a piece of content or sometimes multiple pieces of content. Next up is personal or get to know you types of posts, because we have to remember that a lot of times we have people that are following us for a long time before they ever click the book now button or before they ever send you a DM to reach out to book an appointment. And a lot of times clients are looking to get to know the stylist behind the page before they ever book an appointment. And in fact, I actually just heard a story from someone who's on my team who's not in the hair industry. And she said, the way that I found my latest Instagram stylist was I followed them on Instagram and I waited to see if this would be somebody that I'd want to spend time with. So clients really do want to get to know you before they book an appointment. So personal or get to know you posts are so important. Next up is salon or client experience type of post. So this could be a photo of the salon, a photo of you working, a video of you doing a technique, or even an Instagram story highlight that shows just a little bit of a tour of the salon. People want to see what it's going to be like when they step into your salon and what that client experience can look like. So it's really important that we're incorporating this kind of content into your page. All right, so now that you've done your brain dump, obviously this is going to take a little bit of time, but you're going to brain dump all of those ideas. I gave you a few to start with, but once you do this brain dump, then I want you to start organizing those topics into feed posts and Instagram stories, because some of them will work better for the feed and some of them will work better for Instagram stories, and some might even work for both. So start to organize it into two different columns, feed and Instagram stories. Then you just want to make sure that you have enough post ideas or topic ideas that you can talk about to fit in all of those slots. So again, remember we have 12 times 3 or 12 times 4 or whatever you decided. So maybe you need 36 topic ideas, or maybe you need 60 for your Instagram stories. So I just want you to start to organize those into how many topic ideas you had written down from our math problem that we did earlier. And I just want to mention, you don't necessarily need to have 36 brand new ideas. You absolutely can re-share different types of topics, right? So obviously hair photo is probably gonna be one that repeats throughout. So it might be like hair photo, personal post, a before and after photo, salon photo or salon video, then a reel, right? So you might have different things that are repeating themselves. So don't stress about having to have 36 brand new topic or content ideas. You absolutely can reuse them and mix them up in there. And if you're already feeling a little overwhelmed and already stressed about having to come up with all of these content ideas on your own, don't stress, I got you. I'm gonna be sharing with you a resource at the end that's going to give you 72 daily content ideas and prompts and photo ideas and caption prompts as well. So if you're already stressing about it, don't worry, I'm gonna share with you that resource at the end that's significantly going to help you a ton. So now that we know how many times we're posting on Instagram every single week and we've come up with our topic ideas, we are moving on to step number 2, which is create your content bank. So your content bank is going to be all of the actual content that you're gonna post on your Instagram page and your Instagram stories. So there's 3 different places that I like to pull content from to create our content bank. The first one is content you already have. So what I want you to do is go dig through your gallery. Chances are there are photos or videos that you haven't used yet or haven't edited yet or haven't even posted that are gonna be perfect for you to share on Instagram. A lot of times we forget about different clients that we've shot or different angles. And one thing I will mention is, yes, you can reuse clients over and over again. You don't have to only post them one time. You can share them more than once, as long as it's a different angle or whatever. So go through your gallery, go find content that you already have in your gallery, start to heart it or organize it into a separate album of things that you can share. The second place to pull content from is content to repurpose. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to content. In fact, there's probably a lot of amazing content that you've already shared that you can reshare or repurpose. So the best way to find content to repurpose is to go to the Insights tab in your settings area, and you're going to select all of your posts in the last 6 months or even the last year. What I want you to do is I want you to see what your top posts were and go read through some of the comments or go see some of those photos or go watch some of those videos and see, is there a way that I can repurpose this? Sometimes it's just taking a photo and putting a different caption with it. Or sometimes it's taking a caption and putting it with a different photo or video. So there's different ways that you can reuse content, but a lot of times that is a gold mine to find content that you've already shared. And to be honest, because it's already performed well, chances are it will perform well again. So I love to do this. I'll go back through and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wrote an amazing caption about this and probably my audience didn't see it at all, right? So maybe I have new followers, maybe they just missed it the first time, or chances are most people probably don't even remember that I shared that caption or shared that photo again. So repurposing content is a really great way to add to your content bank without having to create it all on your own. And the third place to get content is to actually create content. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through that brainstorm list and look at the ideas that you came up with that you need to create content for. So maybe for some of them, you need to actually go take new hair photos, or maybe you need to create a video or film a video or create an Instagram reel or edit something together. Maybe for some of them, you need to actually hire a photographer to get photos of you. Or maybe you need to go into the salon a little bit early to get some product shots or take some stock photos. Whatever the case might look like, go through that content idea sheet, and I want you to start to think, okay, what photos or videos do I need to create, or graphics do I need to create so that I can actually make this content happen? And I don't want you to get overwhelmed thinking, oh my gosh, I have to create all of this content like right now. That's a lot to do. So I want you to break it down week by week, and maybe you just have one small weekly goal of taking 2 clients' photos, or creating 1 hair video that week, or filming and editing 2 Instagram reels, or setting up a photo shoot, right? It doesn't need to be this massive, overwhelming, stressful task. It can be something super small, super simple, just to get you going. So now that you know how many times a week you're gonna be posting, what type of topics you're going to be posting about, and you started to create your content bank, we're gonna move on to step number 3, which is plan out and schedule your content in a scheduling app. So now that we know our weekly posting schedule and we have the content bank, now we need to organize all of this content and actually put it into a schedule to get it going. Now, my favorite app that I love to use is the Planoly app. This is an app that I have used for a while now. I used to use other different apps and they just weren't cutting it. So Planoly is the app that I use, that my team uses. We love it. And the reason why I love it so much is because you can use it on your phone or you can use it on a desktop. So if I'm doing things like writing out captions or something where I want to like move it around or pull items from my computer, sometimes the desktop version is better. But when I'm posting on the go, I want to make sure that I have it on my phone as well. So I love that the two integrate. And one of the really cool features about Planoly that I just discovered and have been using is you can use the placeholder feature. So when we're creating our content bank, like I mentioned, you might not have all of the content created for you. So you might think, well, how can I start to put this into my schedule if I don't have that photo or if I don't have that video yet? So what you can do is you can use the placeholder feature where you can literally set a placeholder and label it, and then when you do have that piece of content, you just swap it out. So it makes it super easy because you can still write your captions, you can still schedule it out, and you just have this placeholder piece of content in there to actually make it happen. So that is a huge feature that we love and I use all the time. If I don't have something quite ready, I'll just pop that in there, and then bam, when I do have it ready, I swap it out and it's ready to go. So now what you're gonna do is you are going to go into your Planoly or scheduling app, whichever one you choose, and you're going to start to think, okay, I'm gonna post 3 times this week, and then 3 times in week 2, 3 times in week 3. I'm gonna take all of those content ideas that you mapped out in your brainstorming session, and you're going to start to organize them in your Planoly app. Now, one of the really cool things about Planoly is you can visually see the content all there for you. So you can start to see what your page is going to look like. So this is really helpful when it comes to the visuals of your Instagram page, because maybe you have a hair photo and then you have a before and after, and then you have a personal post, and maybe the 2 hair photos side by side don't look quite as good. So you have 3 posts for that week. So you can do a hair photo, maybe the personal post, and then the before and after. And as you start to lay out your grid on Planoly or your scheduling app, you're gonna start to see your page come together, and you're going to be able to see, hey, maybe I need to add in a certain type of content, or maybe I need to get rid of a certain type of content, right? If it starts to become hair photo after hair photo after hair photo again, maybe we need to swap something out. Or if it starts to not have enough of hair photos and you want to add in more, you can totally do so. So the planning app not only allows you to see everything in real time of what it will look like, but it also helps you schedule it out. So that's basically it. You're just going to schedule and organize all your content, and then you'll go into, once you've added in your captions and your hashtags, if you want to do all of that at once, you totally can. Then you'll just go in and schedule it. Now, personally for me, I'm not a huge fan of actually having the app post on my behalf. I've done a lot of research research around this and I found that the algorithm typically doesn't like this, but I still can schedule it to remind me to go live. So let's say maybe I want to post tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'll just schedule it to remind me. It'll remind me at 8 a.m. I just go grab the photo, grab the caption, copy paste, pop it into Instagram. Bam, you're done. You're ready to go. I literally post it on Instagram in less than a minute, 2 minutes, maybe 3 max. So just to recap, once you have figured out how many times you want to post every single week, you figured out your topics that you want to post about, you've created your content bank and you've scheduled it to go live in your scheduling app. That's it. You've planned out your next 3 months of Instagram content. Now I know there might be some of you thinking like, okay, Jamie, you just made that sound really easy, but I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Like I'm feeling like that's still a lot to do, or I don't necessarily have the time to sit down and plan all this out, or sit down and try to figure out all of these topic ideas, or how the heck am I actually gonna do that? So I wanna ask you, how would it feel if you had daily prompts telling you exactly what to post every single day with photo ideas, caption ideas, and the exact list of hashtags so that you could easily plan out your next 3 months of Instagram content with a planning date in under 3 hours so that you could post on Instagram in less than 3 minutes. If that sounds like something that you would be into, I wanna share with you my latest resource, the Social Stylist Plan. And the Social Stylist Plan is designed to help you plan out your next 3 months of Instagram content without having to think about it. You literally have daily posts, daily prompts, photo ideas, caption prompts, all of that fun stuff so that you don't have to think about it on your own. So inside the Social Stylist Plan is the ultimate 3-month content planner, and you're gonna basically get, you can see daily Instagram prompts with all of the photo ideas, caption ideas, all of that built right into it so that again, you don't have to think about it. And it's gonna give you every single day for the next 12 weeks if you post it on Instagram 6 days a week. So for some of you, if you're only posting on Instagram 3 days a week, you can actually plan out the next 6 months of Instagram content. Can you imagine what it would feel like to not have to think about your Instagram content for the next 6 months? That sounds amazing. So if you want to check out the Social Stylist Plan, there's a ton of incredible resources inside of it. Not only do you get the 3-month content planner, but you're also going to get the hashtag generator training to tell you exactly the list of hashtags to use on every single post. So you don't have to think about which hashtags to use or which ones are working. You'll know exactly which ones to use. You're also going to get a couple different bonuses, such as Instagram story highlight cover photos, some graphics, and some stock photos and caption templates so that if you don't have the content created for you, you're literally gonna have content already done for you. You just fill in the blanks in the caption templates or pop those photos into your planning app and you are bam, done and ready to go. This entire system is literally valued at $409 when you add it all up. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I tend to go really deep when I talk about things. So I gave you everything that you need to plan out your next 3 months of content without having to think about it. But the best part is it's not $409, it's literally 27 bucks. I made it super affordable, super accessible so that you can jump in, get it, start planning out your Instagram content so that you don't even have to think about it. 27 bucks, one time. It's not a subscription. It's not a monthly payment. It's literally a one-time payment of 27 bucks. And the best part is we even have a 7-day money-back guarantee. So if you buy it and you find out, hey, this isn't really for me, or this isn't what I was looking for, or I'm actually not gonna use this, send us an email. We will literally give you your money back. So there is no risk involved. If you wanna get the Social Stylist Plan, you can go to socialstylistplan.com or click the link in my description box down below and you can jump in and get it today. You can literally start planning your next 3 months of content without having to think about it. Talk about simple, easy, bam, get it done. So as we wrap up this video, I just wanna say thank you so much for watching it. I am excited to hear about how you start to plan out your next 3 months of Instagram content. I cannot wait to hear how it goes. And what I would love for you to do, if you haven't already, come on over and send me a DM on Instagram. Please do so. I literally respond to every single DM that I get, and I would love to hear from you and hear how this entire video helped you. And if you jump in and grab the Social Stylist Plan, I'd love to hear how that's gonna help you too. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today, and I'm excited to see you next week when we talk about more business, hair, and Instagram tips. All right, see you guys then.